All right, 6th grade. Our objective today is to review for your Chapter 3 test. Just a couple reminders. Friday is your Chapter 3 test. On that will be anything, could be anything that we covered in Chapter 3, equations, inequalities, and word problems. Tomorrow, the Sudoku worksheet's due. So if you're already done with that, then you only have to work on the review tonight. If you haven't started it, you're going to have double homework. So just keep that in mind. I know a lot of you guys paced yourself and at least did some of it over your 4-day weekend, but that's due tomorrow in addition to what we're doing today. What I'm more concerned about on that Sudoku worksheet are the equations and the inequalities. If the actual puzzle is difficult for you, all I ask is that you try it. Okay, I'm more concerned that you know how to solve equations and inequalities, but the Sudoku puzzle is the fun part, so at least try it. That's all I'm asking. Tomorrow we're going to play a Chapter 3 review game. Majority of the period, I worked on some of that yesterday, so we'll talk about that tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night's homework will only be to study for your test. Doug? Okay, we'll get to that. I'll get to that later, Doug. Doug, I'll go over that later, okay, with you. All right, so let's go over our warm-up. Okay, number 1, can someone tell us the inequality or equation they used to set this up? Emma H. Good. Awesome. Okay, can someone else tell us what they got for the answer? That's exactly correct. Charles? Good, many solutions. How did you set yours up? That's just after the distributing. You're good. You're good. Okay, Annalise, if it's many solutions, what should the graph look like? Okay. Going in both, I always have fun and just like make it really, really dark. Many solutions, anything works. Okay, Mary, what did you get for the second warm-up? Okay, what should the number line look like, Mary? Okay, good job. Adam, number 3. Okay, what did you, oh, actually, take a guess. What do you think the number line looks like? That's it. Good job. Adam, explain why. I mean, use your common sense, obviously. Okay. Alyssa, explain why he did that. Good. Perfect, because it's x equals 1. There's one answer. The only thing that makes this true is if you plug 1 back in for x, then it's a true statement. So if there's only one answer, you should have a dot above that number filled in. There's one answer. Mary? Okay, I'll go over that in a couple minutes. Okay, number 4, Briar, what did you get for the answer? Is 3 less than 7? Okay, so it's true. So what should you put? If it's true, what's that called? Begins with an M. Good. So, Briar, what should the graph look like if it's many solutions? Good. All right. Mary, I will start with number 3. Emma M. Okay. He distributed 3x plus 1 less than 3x plus 7. And then you can subtract. Oh, sorry. My fault. And then he subtracted 3x on both sides. Bless you. So then he's left with 3 less than 7. Well, 3x minus 3x is 0. They cancel. Because remember, if you end up subtracting 3 minus 3, you get 0. This x is also gone. Does that make sense? Sure? Okay. All right, let me go to number 3, and then I'll come back to the other questions. Okay, Mary, let me know when you find your mistake. Okay? All right, so number 3, very first thing is put a 1 underneath both of those numbers. Okay? Oh, that was easy.
I made it like 9x over 3 minus 27.
You found common denominators before you multiplied? Don't do that. I mean, it still works that way, but you're making it way more complicated than you have to. Don't do that. All you're doing is multiplying across the top, across the bottom. So we get 6x over 3 minus 18x over 3, not 6, it's over 3, and then equals, do you understand what I just did? It's what we've always been doing with fractions. Multiply across the top, across the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. Adam. Yep, and then from there, I would simplify these because they end up being nice. And I'll keep going. Get all the x's to the left. So 8x minus 6 equals 2. And then add 6 to both sides. So we get 8x equals 8, x equals 1. Matt, you okay with that? Sure. Annalise? Okay. Well, you can still get the right answer by not simplifying that, but okay. I would, anything that works out to be an integer, I would simplify. Okay. Doug? Well, you could do that. Yep. Same thing as simplifying. Yep. M. You only need to do that if you can't simplify. So do you see how these work out to be integers? So you can do that if you prefer to find common denominators, but it's more work. You know what I mean? Sure? Okay, it's just easier to simplify. At least I think for most of you it should be easier to simplify. Okay? All right, anyone else on the warm-up? Okay, let's go over homework so that I can go over the harder ones if I need to with you guys. And then we're going to work on our review. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys just I want to see what you got for these. The directions did not say to put number lines, so we won't put the number lines up on the board. Okay, Doug, we'll start with you on letter A. Good. Justin, letter B. Good. Matt, letter C. Good. Donatus, letter D. X is greater than or equal to negative 12. Alyssa, E. Good. Emma, H, letter F. Good. Charles, letter G. Nope. Mary, you don't have yours. Adam, letter G. Well, you just showed it to me not too long ago. Okay, please look for it so you can check your answers. Emma M, letter G. Close. It should be less than or equal to negative 25. Letter H, Zach. Good. Briar, letter I. Oh, yeah, sorry. Sean, letter I. Annalise, letter J. Good. Letter K, Matt. Good. Letter M, Doug. I mean L. Looking at the wrong one. Letter L. Good. Okay, Justin, letter M. Nope. Close, though. Emma H? Good. Alyssa, letter N? Yep. Good. Donatus, letter O? No? Are you looking at letter O? Okay. Adam, letter O? Oh, no, is that the one you didn't get? Okay. Charles, letter O? Yep. Good. X is greater than -4. Okay. Before I ask for questions, does anyone need me to go back to the previous page? Adam, do you need to see all the other answers?
Sure.
So you can check? Okay. All right. Whatever you need to fix or finish checking, go ahead and do that. While we're waiting a minute, Adam, did you find it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. While we're waiting a minute, check and see which ones that you need me to go over. Look at your work and see if you can see your mistake. It's always a good thing to see if you can catch it. You'll catch it when I start doing it, but see if you can catch it. Okay, raise your hand if you got them all right. Okay, awesome. Missed one, raise your hand. Missed two, raise your hand. 3. Okay, 4. Okay. All right, what questions do you guys have? Emma M. Letter O, okay. O? L. Did you say O the first time? Oh, I'm making that up. Okay, Adam, are you good? Okay. Letter L. I'm not quite sure why I did that. Okay, letter L. Let me know when you find your mistake. We have -6 and then 7x minus 1 less than -8x plus 9, -3x minus 4. All right. First thing we need to do here is distribute, okay? Watch the negatives. Distributing the -6 through, we have -42x plus 6 less than. Drop down the -8x, multiply the +9 through, so -27x minus 36. You with me so far? Okay. Combine like terms on the right-hand side. So I'm going to circle these two. We can combine them. So I'm going to drop everything else down. So this becomes -35x. Rewrite the -36. Oh, so that's where you made your mistake. Okay, let me keep going. Okay. So we now need to get all the x's to the left. Adam, did you have all this still so far? Or is your work really messy? Okay, that's okay. Okay, so after you add 35x to both sides, we get -7x plus 6 less than -36. We now need to, bless you, subtract 6 on both sides. So -7x less than -42. Am I going too fast? Adam, you okay?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, well, okay. Just take your time. You probably just go too fast. I know that you know what you're doing. Just take your time. So what do we do with the inequality sign at the step like this? Alyssa? Good. Flip it. If you multiply or divide by a negative, flip the inequality sign. So there's how you get x is greater than 6. Emma M, you okay? Okay. What other questions? No? So I'm guessing if you missed something, you know what you did wrong? Is that, give me a head nod. If you missed something, do you know what you did wrong? Annalise, you okay? You weren't giving me a head nod, just making sure. Adam?
No.
Oh, okay. No one else? Emma M? Yes. Even though I said it like 3 times, yes. Okay, letter O. So we have 12, 2x plus 3 minus 3, 8 plus 7x greater than 0. Okay, so this one, distribute first on both sides. This one's actually a little easier than the other one, but if you forgot a negative sign somewhere, that's probably what happened. So this is 24x plus 36. Distribute the negative through, minus 24 minus 21x. Did you just forget your negatives?
No, I did. For some reason, I did negative
Okay. Okay. Just be very careful. Does anyone need me to keep going? Adam, are you okay on this one?
Oh, yeah.
Sure? Emma, are you okay now? All right, we're good? Wow. Okay. Here's what I want you guys to do then. You have 2 assignments. I'm gonna give you the rest of the class to work on them because technically there's 2 of them. Open up your book first to page 158. Okay, there's 2 parts to the review, which we're going to make sure we go over them tomorrow, but we have about 20 minutes to get a head start, which is nice. Okay, so the review's on 2 pages. On page 158, you're going to do all of it, which is 1 to 26. There's a mixture of word problems, equations, and inequalities, so it's a good review. And then there's 10 questions on 159. Some of you guys may already be pretty much done with the Sudoku, so all you have to do is focus on the review. If you haven't started the Sudoku puzzle yet, it's up to you where you want to start today in class on what part of the review, okay? If you would like to work with someone, you may, but the minute I see you off task, you're back to your seat, and we're not going to do that very much, okay? For tomorrow to work well, you need to make sure both assignments are done so we have as much time as we can for the review game that we're going to play. Okay? Sean? It's going to be a surprise. All right, so make sure that you're working today in class, you're finishing this, making sure you're ready for the Chapter 3 test. Okay? Any questions on what you need to do? Okay, both of these are due tomorrow. Briar, you got that? Okay. All right. I will be around.